Hey everybody, welcome back to Mouse Madness, the show where we try to decide the best of the Walt Disney animated canon. I'm your host, Irish Husky, and I'm joined by two of my usual cohorts. Say hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody. Carrick's kind of held up at the moment. He may or may not butt in. But I'm Wesley. I'm still good, and I'm really looking forward to this one because we've got a shake-up in the order of Mouse Madness.
And I'm Yoda Jets 10. I'm doing good too. I'm just happy to be here, see what's going on.
Yes. These past few Mouse Madness episodes, we've combined them with another episode to kind of break up the monotony. But you know what? You guys have been patient. You guys have been good. So we're just going to cut to the good stuff. This is going to be a recap of rounds 4 and 5 of Mouse Madness. So the Elite 8 and the Final 4.
All right.
So, these rounds have been a long time coming. It's finally time to see who gets to face off as the best of the best. Let's not waste any more time and let's jump straight into it. The Elite 8 consists of 2 films from each of the 4 classes, so round 4 acts as a championship on the class level. With that said, let's start with Class A. The championship was between the 1 seed Lion King and the 3 seed Mulan. And the Lion King came away as the winner with 72% of the vote.
That seemed about right. It's close by our standards. It was pretty back and forth, and these movies are pretty close in quality.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll admit, I love all the films of the Disney Renaissance, but Mulan may be my least favorite, even though I still love it, but it's really no comparison. Lion King easily gets the vote for me.
Yeah, Lion King cleared just as it did. It's back in the Final 4.
Yep. Either of these 2 movies would have been worthy Final 4 members, even worthy finalists. I personally voted for Mulan because that's like top 3 Disney for me. But, you can't go wrong with the King. So, no complaints here. We'll see how the Lion King fares in the next round in a few minutes. Let's move on to Class B. We had the 5 seed Lilo and Stitch against the 2 seed Wreck-It Ralph. And this time it was Lilo and Stitch claiming the victory with 70% of the vote.
Yeah.
All right.
Lilo and Stitch, the first shakeup. I mean, Fantasia already opened up the spot for a new finalist, and Lilo and Stitch coming in, that's pretty nice. Lilo and Stitch lost a very close one to Lion King last time. Foreshadowing.
Mm-hmm. It's really nice to see Lilo and Stitch getting this kind of attention, this kind of love. I like it a lot. I didn't actually see the full movie until I had moved out on my own, and we were doing the original Mouse Madness. Because I'd seen a bunch of the TV show, and I'd caught snippets of the movies on Disney Channel, but I'd never actually sat down to watch the original, and yeah, I can see why it's become somewhat of a modern classic.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. The Lilo and Stitch series, I mean this in the best of ways, it's Disney's answer to Pokemon. Gotta catch them all.
Exactly.
But the movie is actually pretty heartfelt because it deals with serious themes you don't see a lot of animated films, like separation and anxiety and family trauma. It's one of Disney's most real films, despite it being an alien invasion movie.
Right.
I will admit, I'm kind of more of the fantastical musical crowd when it comes to my favorites of Disney, but at the same time, I do still really enjoy Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was his biggest hit of the knots. So
true.
So it makes them have it advanced this far.
Mm-hmm. I will admit the stuff with the aliens didn't really grab me until it kind of came full circle with Lilo and Nani's story at the end. But man, when it comes full circle, it really does hit you hard.
Yep.
Yeah, that's Class B. Let's move on to Class C. We had the 5 seed Emperor's New Groove against our Dark Horse 11 seed Atlantis: The Lost Empire. And unfortunately, this is where the Cinderella run ends for Atlantis, because the Emperor's New Groove received 85% of the vote.
Boom, baby!
The defending champ defends still for now.
I still can't believe Atlantis made it this far, beating the likes of Cinderella. No, wait, did it beat Cinderella?
No,
that was Jungle Book.
Yeah.
No, it beat Snow White.
Yeah, Atlanta and Fantasia.
That's still nuts to me. Like, I'm not surprised that the movie's gotten more of a following as time has gone on, but to see this many people go to bat for it over those classics. I've seen people in Carrick's comment section saying, yeah, Snow White is influential, it's the one that started it, but does that actually make it good? Well, first of all, it is good, and it is better than Atlantis, and I will continue to harp on your audience for that.
Yeah, but also Fantasia had a less favorable matchup in the original Mouse Madness. It was up against Zootopia, which was still fairly recent.
Right.
So now it actually gets a chance to show off.
Yeah, I'm not surprised that The Emperor's New Groove dethroned it. Cusco is still undefeated in this tournament as of round 4.
Yep.
Would not surprise me if you wanted to conquer Atlantis to take their water for Cuscotopia.
Yes. Classic.
Yeah, Emperor's New Groove continues to be an all-time fan favorite. Probably still the funniest Disney movie in terms of pure comedy.
Yeah.
Quotable.
I think we've said enough about both of these movies over the course of this tournament, so let's finish off round 4 with the Class D championship. It was the 1 seed Aladdin against the 2 seed Tangled. The only round 4 matchup that was a 1 seed versus a 2 seed. And in true predictable fashion, the 1 seed ended up winning. Aladdin got 67%. So only 2/3 of the vote. Pretty close.
By our standards, that's a squeaker. But yeah, pretty strong Final Four. It's 3 of the same 4, but we still have some mix-ups. And I like the sequencing here. It's the 2 from the Renaissance versus 2 modern classics.
Yeah.
It was no contest for me with Aladdin and Tangled. Easily Aladdin gets my vote.
No surprise there.
Yeah, I can see that.
I ended up voting for Tangled because as far as the modern Disney princess movies go, Tangled is close to the top for me.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I can appreciate it. It did something a little unique. It also plays the story pretty straight while adding new elements. I was always surprised why Tangled was never as big a hit as Frozen, despite doing pretty much everything Frozen did, but better.
Like, I guess for me, like, I actually heard that both Aladdin and Tangled were kind of like, production-wise, kind of similar. They wanted to be more satirical while also traditional at the same time. I feel like Aladdin did that better to be more timeless. To be honest, Tangled to me was a little bit more little Disney Channel-ish rather than the traditional feeling like there are other animated classics, but I didn't hate Tangled. Like Aladdin just to me is just easily the more superior version to me, superior film to me.
I agree with that. I think the reason Tangled wasn't as big as Frozen is because they didn't have that one big pop song that they played on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
No, but to be honest, I kind of enjoy Frozen a little bit more than Tangled.
I can see that. I guess it's whatever. I guess it's whichever fractured fairy tale you think did more of the fracturing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I like Tangled a little bit more than Frozen, but they're about on even footing for me. Not right next to each other in my master ranking, but within the same group of 10.
Yep. We got a pretty interesting Final Four. It's pretty nice to see how it goes.
Yeah. So, as a quick recap, in case you forgot in the 5 to 10 minutes you've been listening, it's The Lion King from Class A, Lilo and Stitch from Class B, The Emperor's New Groove from Class C, and Aladdin from Class D. Now, keep in mind that Emperor's New Groove and Fantasia were in the same class, so it was never going to be the same 4. But the fact that we got the same... That we got 3 of the same 4, the max that we could get, I think that does speak to kind of a timeless quality of all of these movies. The fact that they've all come back with new audiences and even more voters.
Yeah, that's why I liked having to do this here. I always wondered if we had if the original Mouse Madness had the same turnout as Pixar Panic, where would it go? And we not only met that turnout, but surpassed it this time.
Right. So our only newcomer is Lilo and Stitch, which made it pretty far, got knocked out in round 4 by The Lion King. So, yeah, it's really about as close to the same as we could have possibly gotten, no matter which way you slice it.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's move on.
Yeah, still kind of a little sad a lot of the older Disney films underperformed, but that just shows the relative age of our audience.
Right. For context, the oldest film in our final 4 came out in 1992. The most recent came out in 2002.
Yep.
So
that's right. That's right around the time the millennials were into movies.
Mm-hmm. So, without further ado, let's jump into the final 4 matchups. We did a little bit of restructuring for the final 4 in that we had Class A go against Class D to keep that highest seed against the lowest seed. Though, interestingly, this ended up with the 2 1 seeds going up against each other. But, what are you going to do? So that matchup was The Lion King from Class A and Aladdin from Class D. Now, this was the one that I was the most interested in because they have huge followings, huge fan bases, and they came out back to back. So it's like the peak of the Renaissance right next to each other.
Yeah, I said at the beginning, this felt like the true final. Whoever wins this is going to win it all. And the thing is, both of these were the 2 films that surpassed Snow White for being the highest grossing animated film.
Indeed.
These 2 are my favorite Disney films to ever come from the canon. Like these 2 right here.
Yeah, I knew you were going to be excited for this one, Yoda.
Yeah, The Little Mermaid was a hit. Beauty and the Beast was a somewhat bigger hit. Aladdin broke records, and The Lion King is still to this day the highest grossing 2D animated film.
And at the time, it was the second highest grossing film, period, behind only Jurassic Park.
Yep.
But I think we've stalled enough. The result of this matchup was The Lion King with 70%.
Interesting.
Man.
So yeah, another close one by our standards, but I think this was the outcome we all expected. And I know you're happy about this one.
Yep, like it's very interesting because I'm like these films even share a songwriter, Tim Rice. Like Tim Rice from right here actually was working on Lion King first, but was asked to come onto Aladdin because like they were really struggling to get it finished.
Yeah, I will say this about the songs of The Lion King. Some of them kind of sound hit or miss, but when I listen to them on their own, it's originals only. I feel like covers don't really do them justice.
Interesting.
Hans Zimmer's orchestration, though, is pretty top-notch.
Yeah, I'll give it that. I am surprised that Can You Feel the Love Tonight was the song that won the Oscar.
I would have given it to Circle of Life. It just feels like the song that would ordinarily sweep.
Yeah, that's a song that feels most Oscar baity, to be a little bit reductive. But you know what I think you know what I mean. Hey, Carrick's here.
Hey, Carrick, you're just in time.
Oh, really?
Well, not really. We kind of advanced to the Final 4, but we haven't gotten to the last match.
That's good.
Carrick, we can't hear you.
Okay, you can hear me now.
Yeah,
hey, now we can hear you.
I forgot the gain.
Yeah, well, we haven't finished yet, so you're still in good standing. Lion King beat I mean, you know all the results because you're collecting the votes, but
that would be very funny if I somehow managed to keep myself non-spoiled this whole time.
Right.
Yes, but this one, I knew I was. I had a feeling Lion King would probably win because, like, everyone loves Aladdin, but there is something about Lion King that like has sort of a magnum opus legacy to it that it's going to be a tough one to beat. That's for sure.
Yeah, like I keep saying, it's probably the most culturally relevant animated film, at least in the United States. It's the one that everyone alive today has seen and knows by heart.
It's also the first ever original film to come from the studio, at least canon-wise.
Yeah, being inspired by Hamlet is not the same as adapting it. importantly, there's no big deception. There's no Polonius or Laertes lion, and most important difference of all, Simba wins.
Heck yeah.
Yep. And this is
it's-
also like where they got like a whole bunch of celebrities to do the voice. Like this isn't just like where they get like one or two like Robin Williams and stuff like that. No, most of the cast is made up of huge names.
Yeah, but the thing is, they fit the characters. I think they had to audition like they would for any live action role.
I saw an interview with Nathan Lane talking about it, and it was very beautiful the way he put it. That like it was all like one very big pot, like cooking pot, and everybody like kind of put in their own little ingredient into the table to make it all come together. It was a very collaborative project in that sense.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, this is Lion King is probably the reason why there's even an Animal Kingdom park at all.
Oh yeah,
absolutely. It was my favorite attraction to go to Disney World.
When I went to Disney World for the first time, it was brand new. Like it was the year it opened.
Awesome.
I do want to point out that my introduction to Jeremy Irons was not Scar. It was a running gag in a Family Guy episode.
Oh, really?
Yeah. When Peter took over Carter's company, he introduced several new products, one of which was Jeremy Irons cereal.
Oh, yeah.
If you're looking for marshmallows, you'll find none. It's quite bland, I assure you.
Yes, I remember that joke now. I'm glad you reminded me.
Now I'm just imagining Scar confronting Simba after the stampede scene, like trying to console him with a box of Jeremy Irons cereal.
Is it hired?
Well, like Jeremy Irons, like he seems like a very chill guy, all things considered, despite being known for playing like very evil villains in his career.
Right, of course. Yeah, and also be prepared. To this day, that transition is seamless. I can't hear Jim Cummings at all.
Oh, have you guys seen the video of him performing it live at the Hollywood Bowl, and all like the hyena dancers were around him? Like it was so awesome hearing him finally get to do the rest of the song in person like that. It was like a real bookend to everything, and he looked like he was having so much fun doing that.
Yeah, but again,
it's so cool.
Yeah, but again, it blew my mind when I first heard about that. I was like, really? It sounds exactly the same.
It's like it's like the very subtle like here when like the R is more pronounced for some of the words because he's a little less British
accent, so you'll hear a lot of drawl on the vowels.
Yeah.
On the subject of Jim Cummings, I think this was the Renaissance film where he was the most involved in. Like he voiced like Zazu's Gopher. He was the voice of Ed even, and he even helped write out a little bit of a Hakuna Matata even.
No way.
It makes sense.
And since we're talking about Aladdin here, it's worth noting that in real life, Robin Williams and Nathan Lane were very, very good friends.
That's nice.
That's on.
And on the Birdcage, Nathan Lane even brought in Ernie Sabella to meet Robin Williams, and it turns out Robin Williams was a huge fan of The Lion King.
Yes, awesome.
Yeah, and I love mutual appreciation.
Robin Williams kept chanting Pumbaa, Pumbaa all over again. He just said my family loves the movie.
Aww.
Yeah, in fact, in Aladdin and the King of Thieves, there's a fun bit where someone's worrying, and Genie briefly turns to the Pumbaa going, Hakuna Matata! And he goes, had an out-of-movie experience there.
Yeah, that was a funny joke.
So, since we're on the topic of Lion King, there was one beef I wanted to bring up, because I don't know how are any of you guys familiar with the comedian Learn More Janasi? He's a stand-up comedian from Africa, and one of his bits he talks about the Lion King a lot and how it doesn't make sense to somebody who's from Africa. And he was on a podcast recently where he was talking about the lyrics to The Circle of Life, and they're like, so what does it actually mean? And he was like, look, there's a lion. Oh my god. They're like, is that seriously is like that's seriously what it means? And he got sued by Lebo M, I believe, for like $27 million or something for like misinformation, which is insane to me. It's like, okay, like first off, he was making a joke, and second, like that's an insane amount of money for something that, like, if anything, it got more people talking about the song. Like that's a good, like a net positive, if anything.
Is
like,
that actually what it means, or
language.
is it just a misconception? Because I've heard that translation years ago.
Essentially, the way he interpreted it was like a very literal translation of the lyrics, like kind of ignoring the nuance, if that makes sense.
I see.
Or but even like, if you want to go, go on.
No, I was just saying, but like, I feel like he did that like specifically because like he thought it was funny. I mean, he's a comedian, so I get it.
I also remember like someone pointing out to me that like the song also means pink pajama penguins on the bottom. Like my sister pointed it out to me, and
also, the Lion King comes very close to being very authentic to the savannah, but they have anteaters and leafcutter ants. That's South America, buddy.
Oh
no, you're right. They're native to South America.
And I actually got my sister a shirt that says pink pajama penguins on the bottom. Like I believe I got that for her for Christmas.
Nice.
Cool.
Right now, we're about the second one, the real blockbuster matchup.
Yeah, let's get to it. The matchup of the 5 seeds. Weird that we had 2 1 seeds and 2 5 seeds, and they faced each other. Anyway, to recap, it was the Class B champion Lilo and Stitch against the Class C champion and reigning champion, the Emperor's New Groove. Well, reigning champion no more. Lilo and Stitch wins with 62%.
Thank goodness we did not get the exact same top 2 as last time. That would have been
very anticlimactic if it had just been the same final again.
Yeah, we already got that with the NHL. We don't need that here.
Right. So, I feel like this was definitely a case of Lilo and Stitch has been getting so much hype lately, especially in terms of the marketing game. Like, Stitch is such a marketable character, let's be real.
Yeah, it's
like,
funny, when they came out with the live action movie, all the merch still showed old Stitch and even Angel from the show.
Yeah. They're totally gonna have Angel in the sequel. I'm predicting that right now.
Yeah, that's right. But again, all the merch is for the old movie. It's like they don't even want you to watch the new one.
There's actually someone in my apartment complex who has a Stitch decal on their bumper.
Nice.
Yeah, well, one of my friends is a Jeep driver. He has a Stitch rubber ducky.
Now it's gonna be going up against Lion King. I have no idea how that one's gonna like come to pass. Like, to me, it's anybody's game right now. Like, will the 90s kids or 2000s kids win it out? That's what it comes down to. In
2002 might be close enough to the 90s that it balances out.
Again, our audience is pretty squarely zillennial. So,
like I said before, like I still really enjoy Lilo and Stitch, even though it's not my personal taste for Disney films. Like, for me personally, I still really enjoy Lilo and Stitch. I think that it is a really strong movie.
I mean, I'm definitely backing The Lion King, but Lilo and Stitch is still pretty good. These are both among the more serious Disney movies and the ones that tackle the more adult stuff. Lion King was the first Disney movie after Bambi to actually show a death on screen.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, like you mean a death other than a villain?
Yeah, other than a villain, yes.
Because I was thinking of because the first thing that popped in my head was Ursula getting stabbed by a ship and struck by lightning.
Oh yeah, that was the most graphic death. But again, it was a villain. She had a comment.
Right.
This is like
exactly
hero figure, the father.
Yeah, like
it's something more serious.
Yeah, like for the Lion King though, you saw the body.
It was, and then Scott Simba freaking putting himself underneath Mufasa's paw, like trying to get him to get up, and like he's just like laying there sad, not knowing what to do. And as the Hans Zimmer score is playing, it's so it's so rough, man, but it's so good.
Yeah, and Star just appears like out of the shadows, out of the mist of there. It's such like a really unsettling image.
What have you done?
Uh-huh.
Have you guys ever seen Lion King in 5 seconds?
I think I've seen a couple of those kind of recaps. I don't know if I saw.
I think
that.
it was like the one specifically
right
uploaded to Channel Awesome.
All right, I'm watching
I think
it right
I
now.
did. It must have been a long time ago.
Yeah, it was.
We're pals, right? And we'll always be together, right? Cuts to him falling.
Yes.
No! The Hakuna Matata. Wonderful phrase. Oh boy, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. I also like the one they did with Titanic. Like the ship can't sink. Plop.
Like, what is it with the shouts for it constantly making me laugh at Mufasa's death? Like, he's done this like quite a couple times, even.
Yeah.
One of my friends added a laugh track to that scene. That is just cruel.
Oh no, I
Like,
think my favorite take on it is somebody I think his name is John Kari P. He did the with the remake, the scene of Mufasa trying to climb up the hill, but instead of Scar coming, it's Frank Reynolds from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia with the plank of wood, be like, "Oh no, you don't!" like pushing him off with it, like as he's laughing, like.
That scene cracks me up just in general because she would tell Asia for whatever reason sounds like plankton in that scene.
Carrick, after that, did Frank Reynolds offer Simba a nice egg in this trying time?
Unfortunately, no, but that would have been good. And then cut to the very limp "No" from Simba.
You'll never unhear it.
Like, another time that Doug made me laugh at Mufasa's death is when he reviewed Osmosis Jones. He goes, "Could you imagine how sad the Lion King would be if Simba was eating like snack food in Mufasa's death? Oh, God, come on, I'll go home, Dad."
Oh, Dad. Yeah. We're talking all about Lion King, even though, but Lilo and Stitch, that's
we got
our
a little
finalist.
Oh gosh, I wonder who people are being more likely to vote for. No, I do think it'll be anyone's game. I don't want to influence any votes here. So
Right.
If I were to talk about something from Lilo and Stitch, like really positively, it would have to be Cobra Bubbles.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He
Like,
is
there's one
of the best side characters.
Like, one bit I especially love is near the end after like after Stitch and like Lilo almost drown. Like, he comes by, you think like this is gonna be the last straw, but instead he says, "I know you're trying, but you need to think about what's best for Lilo. Even means removing you from the pitch." Like, he's not a bad guy. He understands, he wants things to get better, but like knows that this is probably the only way to fix things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he had that really good moment when like the house was on fire and like Nani was trying to explain everything, and he was like, and he was pointing at the destroyed house. "Is this what's best for Lilo?" Like,
there's
he really does care.
Yeah, there's just no good way to frame that, and he doesn't feel good about this either. But to him, there's like just no other choice.
So,
although I will say one moment that really did make me laugh afterwards is when Nani interrogates Stitch, demanding, "Talk, I know you can," and Stitch just goes,
Okay.
and like she smacks him again with a tree. I'm like, I'm sorry, that's really funny.
Because like I know you can talk, but like she still was freaked out by it anyway, like instinctively. It like also I appreciate how it took like absolutely almost zero effort on Stitch's part to convince Jumba to join them. He's just like, "You think I'll join you just like that? Just like that?" Fine. It's like, wait, that's it? Is very persuasive.
Yeah.
And that is why that is the main reason I'll never accept the remake as canon, because of like how much they screwed over Jumba's character.
Right.
Yeah, to quote Jumba himself from the movie, "This is low even for you."
Nice. That is very accurate, because like Disney, like or one of those signs where it's like, our expectations were low, but holy fuck.
I like Jack Galifianakis fine. Like, I loved him as the Lego Joker, but this role was not for him.
No, it was very much a miscast. And I know why they did it, because if having Gantu in the movie would have ballooned the budget, probably. Like, we can't have too many CGI characters in this quote unquote live action movie. So let's just make let's just ruin one of the other characters so that there are less character models to have to worry about. That's why I think they did it.
That's why they put on the human disguises, so they wouldn't have to go through the trouble of animating them.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, fair point, but I'm like, if you're worried about too many CGI characters being in a live action remake, then why did you remake The Lion King?
Yeah. Exactly. Honestly, I wish they had just made Stitch a puppet. That would have been so much funnier.
Or
I just see him
Charming too.
I would just see him going, "That's the Muppet Show."
Oh, Stitch as a guest on the Muppet Show, that would be funny. I like. We could see them do that on because like they're absolutely bringing the Muppet Show back with how well that special did.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, if any of you have seen, by the way, Project Hail Mary, there's a character in that who you would think is a CGI character, but like it was actually like an animatronic puppet. It's like, come on, Disney, you got another. If Project Hail Mary, you can do it. You guys have no excuse. Like, come on.
I saw it. Great movie.
Yeah.
I love that movie. I saw somebody describe it as hope core. that was a good description.
Right.
All right. And Emperor's New Groove. We love you so much. You will be immortalized on the internet, and I think top four ain't too bad.
Yeah, you will forever be the first champion. Take that
Indeed.
Right. And hey, you've still got a chance at a medal, because in addition to our championship round, we're also doing a battle for third place. Aladdin versus Emperor's New Groove. Winner takes bronze, loser gets nothing.
We'll give the loser copper. It's like it's like slightly below bronze.
We'll give the loser a fresh box of Jeremy Irons cereal.
Oh,
if you're looking for a prize at the bottom, you'll find none. Only more cardboard.
Nice callback.
But yeah, Aladdin, I think, was our third place winner last time. It could repeat.
So Aladdin beat Fantasia.
I think in the final four last time, and Emperor's New Groove won.
Yes. Yeah. So Lion King is guaranteed to at least get second place again.
Yeah.
It'll be. I don't know who I'm gonna be rooting for going into this, because I love both films a lot. I'm gonna have a hard time coming up with I always have a hard time ranking everything when it comes to these movies.
Yeah, I know the feeling, but we'll do the ranking after the big reveal. We'll do it after everything wraps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it'll be a nice supplement. So, yeah, this is your final, people. It all comes down to you.
You voted for
this. Yes, this is your fault.
You did this. You.
So, yeah, once this goes live, the polls go live. It won't be long before we decide who is the true king. The Lion King or the Alien King?
Hail to the king, baby.
Long live the king.
I'm surprised that wasn't a big tagline during the remake. Hail to the king, baby.
Maybe if Bruce Campbell was in the voice cast.
So you guys decide if it's Hail to the King or Long Live the King.
What else can I say but remember who you are?
Indeed.
You're a Disney adult. You're a Disney adult. You're stealing the fun away from kids. You're a Disney adult.